Who killed Michael Jackson? June 25, 2009. The world came to a halt. The king of pop, Michael Jackson, was gone. A sudden cardiac arrest, they said. A tragedy, a loss, but also a mystery. What really happened in the hours leading up to his death? Who was responsible? And was this truly an accident, or something far more sinister? Tonight, we dive deep into the unanswered questions surrounding the shocking death of Michael Jackson. The final hours of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was no stranger to controversy, but in the months leading up to his death, he was preparing for a major comeback. This is it, the highly anticipated tour that was set to redefine his legacy. But behind the scenes, Michael was struggling. Struggling with pressure, with exhaustion, and with something else, an addiction to prescription drugs. On the morning of June 25, 2009, Michael Jackson's personal physician, Dr. Conrad Murray, found him unresponsive in his bed at his rented Holmby Hills mansion in Los Angeles. He wasn't breathing. His skin was cold. His pulse was weak. Panic set in. Dr. Murray tried to resuscitate him, administering CPR. But there was one problem: he did it on the bed instead of a hard surface, breaking basic medical protocol. Then came the frantic call to 911. "We have a gentleman here who needs help, and he's not responding," the dispatcher was told. By the time paramedics arrived, it was already too late. The drug that killed him, the autopsy report later confirmed what many had suspected: Michael Jackson died of acute propofol intoxication. Propofol, a powerful anesthetic, usually administered in hospitals under strict supervision. But Michael wasn't in a hospital. He was at home, under the care of Dr. Conrad Murray, who admitted to giving him propofol to help him sleep. But why was a world-renowned superstar relying on hospital-grade anesthetics just to rest at night? And more importantly, why was he being given these drugs in such an unsafe manner? Michael's toxicology report showed a cocktail of drugs in his system: benzodiazepines, lorazepam, midazolam. A dangerous mix. But was it just a tragic case of medical negligence? Or was there more to the story? Who was Dr. Conrad Murray? Dr. Conrad Murray wasn't just any doctor. He was a cardiologist, handpicked to care for Michael Jackson in the months leading up to his tour. He was paid $150,000 a month, a sum that raised questions. Was he acting in Michael's best interest, or was he pressured into keeping the star sedated? The prosecution argued that Murray was reckless, administering propofol without proper monitoring equipment. The defense claimed Michael was desperate for sleep, possibly self-administering the fatal dose. But here's the twist: Murray delayed calling 911. Nearly 30 minutes passed before an emergency call was made. Why? Murray was later convicted of involuntary manslaughter. But does that mean he was the only one responsible? Was it murder? Michael Jackson had a lot of enemies, powerful figures in the music industry, legal battles, financial struggles. Some believe his death wasn't just negligence but part of a larger plot. Could his reliance on prescription drugs have been encouraged? Was he a target? There are theories that suggest Michael knew something that made him a threat: secrets about the industry, his contract disputes, or even his personal life. And then there's AEG Live, the company behind his This Is It tour. Were they putting too much pressure on him? And what about the people closest to him? His inner circle? His handlers? The ones who stood to benefit the most from his death? The lingering questions. Michael Jackson's death certificate was modified multiple times. His body showed signs of past trauma, hinting at years of drug dependency. His doctor was blamed, but was he merely a pawn? His family, including sister LaToya Jackson, claimed from the very beginning that Michael was murdered. They pointed fingers at the people controlling his money, his schedule, his medications. Even today, the world remains divided. Was it just another case of celebrity self-destruction? Or was Michael Jackson silenced? Michael Jackson's story is a cautionary tale of fame, power, and the dangers that come with it. But one thing remains clear: his death left a void that will never be filled. The question is, will we ever know the full truth? Or will the mystery of his death remain unsolved forever? If you have thoughts on this case, we'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, stay curious.